Welcome back. Now we are gonna do the toilet. That might actually be the easiest part because really all you have to do is stop the water, unscrew the water flow, and then the two bolts in the bottom and remove the toilet. It's really pretty simple. So let me show you exactly what you will need to get that process started. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you shut the water, and this is where you shut it off at. Make sure that there is no water flow going into the toilet. Once you shut it off, flush the toilet. You might want to do so multiple times just to make sure that there is no water flow in there. The next step is to unscrew this piece here. I'm gonna use a vice grip because it's not gonna slip and it's not gonna mess it up. So once you remove it, okay, once you remove the water line, no water should be flowing through it. Have a small bucket handy like we have here just to make sure to collect the water that's gonna come out. Just a little bit should come out, not a whole lot. All right, also check the gasket, make sure that make sure that the gasket is intact, because depending on how long that you have yours, mine is not that long because I actually just recently changed that so I can reuse it. But if the gasket is messed up, you may have to change that line, which is not that hard. All you have to do is get a new one, same length, unscrew it to the water line here, and then put the new one in. All right, so for our little bolts here that holds the toilet, all you need, if you do metric, is about 11 millimeters, or if you use standard wrench, just 7/16 to take these out. Yours might be slightly different, so it all depends. But yep, let's get these things out and we can remove the toilet. Once you remove the cap, you can get to the bolt, and that's it. Once you do that, then you can remove the toilet. So when you've done that, all that's left to do is to lift it up, remove it out the way, and that's it. It's as simple as that. There's a little bit of water still left in here, so what I'm going to do is dump it somewhere else, but pretty much that's it. And of course that water is going to come down, so I'm going to get a towel to clean it up a little bit. So I got the Kohler brand. Make sure that you get the right size that will fit your space. The one I have is the round one. They have the elongated one. Obviously elongated slightly longer if you got a bigger space. So this will fit perfectly for our small bathroom. So this is what we're gonna put in here. Take a look. They have a whole lot of variety. Fits what's in your budget as well as what you think will do the work. I mean, they have a slew of toilets that can flush 12 golf balls. Not sure how heavy is your dookie going to be, but hey. But anyway, this will do the trick. It's about similar to what I had before, and what I had worked really well. It was an American standard. Kohler is also a good brand. Will flush about 1.28 gallons per minute. So let's put this together. Alright, so our next step is to make sure to clean out the old toilet bowl gasket. So we are taking out, it's this little gooey thing here. I'm gonna remove as much of it as possible. And if you're asking why, it's because you have a new one. It it's just like a car. Whenever you change a gasket, you replace the old one with the new one. Don't be alarmed if you guys don't have this in your bathroom. All right, clean it up. So now that you've cleaned the toilet bowl gasket, next step is to insert the new gasket and sit the toilet bowl on top of the plumbing. So this is what it should look like once you are done. All right, just like that, nicely firm around it. And then now we're gonna sit the toilet right on top of the plumbing section. Alright, making sure that it's nice and sturdy and in place. Now we'll put these on top to secure it in place. Oh, by the way, if these are too long, you can also cut them actually. So, and the manufacturer will also let you know that these bolts can be cut. Now, you don't have to necessarily replace the bolts. I chose to put new ones that came with the toilet. I could have still used my old ones if I wanted to. Just FYI. And once it's in place, even without the bolts, you could feel the sturdiness of it. Alright, so we're just gonna tie it up a little bit. And this part is done. And now let's go ahead and add the other piece. Alright, so the next step for us to put the top on is fairly simple. It's like a puzzle. So once you put it in there, you're gonna use the 13 millimeter bolts. What you do not want to do is tighten it, to over tighten it. Alright, so the seat is actually pretty cool because it closes, this flap closes, so you know, for us that has boys, it's a lot easier to clean. You know, their stuff doesn't necessarily have to go all the way in there. A little tricky to put the seat, but really not that difficult. Let's get our screws and our washers placed in here. And then you're gonna get it through the hole here. And then these little things, we are just gonna use those, as you can see it, to screw it in, to keep it in place. Just use a Phillips head screwdriver. I'm using this because that was the closest to me. If you do use a power drill, just make sure that you control it, that you're not overdoing it. Because these things are plastic, in other words, they can break easily. I'm going really slow, taking my time to get it done so it doesn't break. And then lastly, just add the little bumper. Some models comes with that, so we'll add it in there. And we can test it out. Let's see. Yeah, not bad, eh? All right, so the last thing we have to do now is simply tie up the water, and I have to cut, just simply have to cut the screw just so the caps can fit in, and that's it. So let's go ahead and finish that. And then that's it. It's as simple as that. This is it. The toilet is up, situated. I did, however, have to get a new toilet connector because the one I had was a little bit shorter than this one, so I ended up getting a 16-inch one. Just remember, if you get one that is somewhat taller or longer, I should say, make sure that you don't pinch the hose. All right, that you make it like in a turn for the water to flow, that is not pinch. All right, the hoses has to be free. So now we can go ahead and turn it on, making sure that there is no leak. Remember, we had turned this off. Feeling to make sure that everything is nice and tight. Now the one up here, I did it by hand. I did not use any tools because it's not supposed to be overly tight. And we are waiting for it to fill up. And that's it. So this is how you put a toilet together, very quick and simple. Probably can do it in about 15-20 minutes. Well, let's see how it works. Now that the water is filled up the tank and everything else is put in place, let's give it a flush and see what it looks like. All right, I haven't put the top on yet so we can see. So right now we can see that the tank is full. Let's see what it looks like when it flushes. It's working. And then that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. As simple as that. You can put a new toilet. It's really not that difficult, not that hard. Save you $300 or $400 having to pay a plumber or a contractor to do it for you. Something you could do yourself. Just buy the product and then put it in. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, and stay tuned for more videos to come. Take care.